Hey guys, we are now in week 4. I am in my new house. As you can see, the boxes behind me. Packing is awful. Unpacking is probably. But I am here now, so I apologize that I wasn't the most available last week. That will be changing this week. I am much more available now. I'll be having the Wednesday open office hours as well. For my Chem 2A students, this announcement is just for you guys. This week we are starting chapter 4, I think it is. It is a 2-weeker, so half the lectures are this week and the other half are next week. So next week is when your homework will be did. So that way you have a nice chill week. Next week there will also be a practice exam that is available for you to use to try to start studying because our first midterm is now coming up, I believe 2 weeks away. So hopefully you are feeling pretty ready for that. Please make sure if you have questions on things that you get those into me sooner rather than later. I will be posting a homework video if needed. I haven't had any requests though for the chapter 1 or 2 homework. Most of the questions I've had have just been people wanting me to check their work. So if you want me to post a video on those, you got to get to me ASAP. Because that is due on Wednesday. The chapter 3 homework is due Sunday. So if there's stuff you want me to go over, get those into me so I can get a video posted Friday or Saturday. So yes, again, this week, the only thing you have due is the discussion board for the week. And then next week, you have a couple labs, discussion board, the chapter 4 homework and quiz will be up. And then again, I will also have a practice midterm available for you to go through. Now, it's not one that I wrote. It's through Chem Vantage. I go through and I choose questions that can hopefully help you study. It kind of runs it like the quizzes where it'll choose random questions from the bank that I choose them from. So you can, so that way if you have, you want, or you take it one time, you want to go back, you can go and do it again, and you might have different questions. It'll also help walk you through questions. One thing I want to clarify with Chem Vantage is you do not have to submit all your answers at once. You can do them one at a time, whatever you want to do. So you don't have to wait until the last minute and then put in all your answers. If you do one question, you can put it in right there and it'll save your score as you go along. So you don't have to go and put them in again all at once. It saves when you get something correct. Again, the Chem Vantage homework and quizzes, you have unlimited attempts. Same with the labs. It's all unlimited attempts. I don't believe in punishing someone for trying to learn the material better and have a better grasp of it. So you can do those as many times as you want, full credit up to the due date. After the due date, if you're late, then it starts taking off some. That also goes for the discussion boards. Make sure that you are replying to 2 people every week. That is part of the requirements for participation in the online courses of Barstow Community College. Please make sure that you are talking with your peers. Also, we have an embedded tutor. I've talked about it a little bit. Her name is Rose Yaniguez. Rose, maybe if you watch this, you can comment below so people can see you. You should also here and there be talking in your discussion boards, and she is here to help you. I had her last semester in my Chem 2A. She really knows her stuff. She's super sweet, and is going to be a great resource. So please use her, get some help from her, especially if I'm not available. She's probably available, and she might have a better way of explaining something than I do. Sometimes learning from your peers ends up teaching, being a little bit better sometimes than learning from me. So please use her. She is there for you. I think that's about it. Just a reminder too, again, week 6 is the first midterm. So next week is the last week to prepare. You have chapter 4, so the midterm 1 is on chapters 1 through 4, so week 1 through 5. In week 6, you also do have some lecture from chapter 5, so it's going to be a busy week between the midterm and the chapter 5 stuff. With the midterm, just to give you a little heads up on the way the format works, it is going to be a mix of multiple choice and short answer questions. So the multiple choice will be through Canvas. you pick your answers, and then I do have it set, I believe, so that it gives you your score right away on both. And then the short answer is separate, so that way you can take them at different times in the week. You have the whole week through Sunday at midnight to take your exam. So the way the short answer works is, I will give you the prompt, whether it's a calculation. Sometimes I give you like a thing where I want you to explain a concept to me, but usually it's some type of calculation that you have to do. And then there is a blank spot for you to type in your answer, but I also make it so that you can send me your work, because I do give partial credit if you show your work. So there'll be a space for you to upload your work. So take a picture of it with your phone, or use a scanning app for your phone, or whatever you can to scan your work. Upload it, preferably as a PDF or a Word document. My computer has kind of a hard time with JPEGs, so please Word document or PDF, and it all in one document. There's a way to merge them all together. If you have an iPhone, the Notes app can do scanning, and it'll put it all in one document automatically for you. The other thing you can do, if you take pictures of your work, email them to yourself, then copy and paste each picture into a Word document. Maybe do 1 page per picture. And then I go through with my smart pen, so that way I can go and mark things and kind of point out maybe where something's wrong, or how the points are distributed for each of the problems. Now, let's say there's some type of multi-step problem, or problem 2 needs your answer from problem 1. And let's say you didn't know how to do problem 1, or your answer is wrong, but you need that answer for problem 2. I'm not going to mark you wrong on problem 2 because you got the wrong answer in problem 1. If you did problem 2 correct, even with that first starting wrong number, but you did it correct, you'll get full credit. So for those of you, remember from high school, if you took AP classes and you took an AP test, same type of thing. So let's say number 1, you don't even know what to do, and so either you leave it blank, which never leave anything blank. Please just try. I give pity points. Just write something down, okay? But let's say you're not sure if you really have an answer. So you get to number 2 and then put, if the answer for number 1 was, 4, then this is how I would do my work. This is what I would get. You would get full credit for number 2 if you did it right. Okay, so please don't assume that the points don't carry over, because I make sure that, okay, I look to give you points everywhere. Another thing with both the multiple choice and the short answer, you can have 2 attempts. So you can take it once, and then maybe you get your score on the multiple choice and you want to do better, you can take it a second time. Your final score is an average of the 2. Okay, so don't take the multiple choice and then just like write down the questions and take a 0 and then retake it to get, whatever, maybe it's worth 60 points, because then you'd end up getting a 30 on it, because 60 plus 0 divided by 2 is 30. Okay, so it's an average of your 2. Same goes for the short answer. You can also do it twice. Not many people do, but you are able to. And there is no time limit on the midterms. I don't put time limits on it, as well as it's completely open resource. You guys are online, you're at home, you're wherever. I can't sit there and monitor you. And even then, in the real world, when you're working, you have the internet, you have your textbooks at your disposal. Okay? So notes, book, PowerPoint, lectures, internet, whatever, it is all there for you to use there at your disposal. Just please, if you look up a question and it seems pretty similar to my stuff, don't just copy and paste what the internet says to put it in to give me your answer, because and I have different numbers. You can tell, especially when the numbers or maybe the compound are completely different. Proofread, okay? All right, I think I've talked your ears off long enough. We're at almost 10 minutes for this announcement. I hope, please, that you guys are staying safe and healthy. And please remember that I am here for you, and I really am looking for the day that I can see your smiling faces. All right, guys, I will see you soon.